Hey everybody, my name's Yusef and welcome to the last part of a plot summary, The World Ends With You. I'm pretty sure this is the longest plot summary I've ever done. At least it's a game I love. In the last episode, Neku has to play the Reaper's game one last time because the last game he played was with Josh and Josh wasn't even dead. Neku ended up with Meathead Beat as a partner this time, and Konishi is the game master. The game for all 7 days is hide and seek, where Team Neku is looking for Konishi. Mid-game, Sho Minamimoto is reborn in a stronger body and has gone off to fight the composer. Everyone seems to be headed that way at the end of day 6. Alright, back to the story. Alright, day 7. Of course Minamimoto is counted as a boss fight, so they wake up at the scramble again on the last day. Beat starts to disappear, so without further ado, they head straight to Shibuya River for the finale. They get there to find that Sho had busted the door down. Neku reminds Beat that first they have to find Konishi. They have looked everywhere, so Konishi has to be in the river, right? They step in and get a text telling them about Konishi and to beware of the shadows. She uses illusion, so they have to cast taboo noise into the heart of chaos. Whatever that means, it's pretty cryptic. They keep moving until they run into Minamimoto again. He tells them that Konishi made the last barrier so he can't break it. Beat and Neku are like, I wish I knew where she was. You Zeta morons. You haven't noticed? She's been with you. The whole time. Huh? She is surprised the two are still alive, but it's okay. It gave her more data for analysis. Then she tells Sho that she will take down the barrier if he will make her the conductor once he becomes the composer. Her analysis shows that Shibuya is coming to an end with the old composer, so she's jumping ship. Sho agrees and heads inside. She blocks Team Neku from following Sho. Beat says a bunch of ballsy dumb crap and gets Konishi all riled up. Next composer's gonna be me, yo! And I ain't never making a punk like you one of my men. So suck on that, yo. Me? Work for you? You vexatious monkey? You're right, no analysis could ever plumb the depths of your fatuity. Damn right. Dude. Then, the two make a plan to snag Rhyme's pin off of Konishi when they have the chance. Konishi changes and they fight. I like this fight because it is clever. Team Neku beats Konishi up until they snag the pin. Then Neku uses the pin, Rhyme being the taboo noise in the text message, to strike Konishi down. Konishi is beaten, and she's pretty pissed because her calculations failed. Apparently, Beat is the outlier that messes up all the equations. Before she is erased, Konishi tells Beat that his entry fee was Rhyme's love for him. But Rhyme had a different entry fee that had nothing to do with Beat. I wonder what it was. Anyway, she plants that seed before she is erased. They get a text saying, "See you in the composer's chamber." They move ahead and they hear someone coming. It's Shiki! Neku explains to her that she isn't alive yet because she was his entry fee. She connects the dots to realize how important she was to Neku. Neku is pretty sure the moment they get there, they will die because they have been breaking the rules to get to this point, and Kitaniji likes to pull that crap. So they only have one chance. Make Beat the composer and solve all their problems. I guess. Anyway, they push ahead to find a trash heap. They move in closer. Oh my gosh, there's a person under there. Yo, look who it is. The Grim Heaper got crunched. Wow, he is Zeta dead. Am I right? At least they don't have to worry about him. Further on, they find a nice looking door, and inside they find themselves in Kitaniji's place. He tells them that they are all dead now, but Beat says they really came to see the composer. Kitaniji tells them they aren't allowed to. What Kitaniji says after that sounds a bit cultish, but let me break it down. The composer is the one that steers Shibuya into the best outcome. What he ultimately puts into action is in everyone's best interest. The three kids really only care about themselves and their close friends. They can't comprehend doing what is best for the collective. Anyway, because everyone in Shibuya is so singularly minded, the composer has decided to destroy everything and start all over again. With that revealed, Kitaniji waves his hand and Shiki turns into a Nega Shiki. She probably has an O-pin on. I thought that the O-pins were somehow part of Minamimoto's design for some reason. Now that I'm doing this recap, I can't believe it slipped my mind that the composer secretly engineered everyone to be wearing those pins because he wanted everyone to be collectively minded. When Kitaniji was with Konishi, he pretended to go to the composer and then come back with a plan to activate the kill switch. But in reality, he was really trying to figure out how to incorporate Beat and Neku into his overall plan. Anyway, Neku and Beat fight Shiki and Kitaniji, which I really like for a boss fight. Mainly because the fish underneath Kitaniji's floor follow Neku all over the place. I wonder how you feed them. Team Neku beats Kitaniji and Negashiki. Negashiki is still standing there. And then Neku gets the brilliant idea to break the pin. Beat, however, goes the meathead route and decides he's gonna kill her. Ew. So Beat and Shiki are both knocked out. Beat was KO'd by the stuffed toy, by the way. Like a boss. Neku is all alone and goes to meet the composer by himself. He gets to the composer's place and he's sure it's Hanakoma. But when he calls for him to come out, Kitaniji comes out confused and tells Neku that the composer hasn't been here since Neku came to the UG. Everything that happened was orchestrated by Kitaniji himself. Neku asks why he would do this to Shibuya, and Kitaniji reveals his plan to control everything bad by taking away all independent thought. You know, Obito's goal at the end of Naruto Shippuden. We can keep everyone safe once I put this huge eye on the moon that turns everyone into mindless zombies that do only what I tell them to and nothing else. Hence, no crime, and most of all, no pain. Logic for the win. Anyway, Kitaniji was planning on using Shibuya as the springboard and spread his plan out to the whole world. However, Neku isn't affected by his hypnosis because he has his own player pin on. Neku tells Kitaniji that Shibuya sucks his way, and Kitaniji snatches the player pin and crushes it. Now Neku is under his control. Don't! Welcome to the new Shibuya. Huh?
nothing happened.
And nothing happens. Kitaniji laughs because, of course, he wouldn't let Kitaniji harm his pick. Kitaniji is like, whatever, prepare to die. Just then, Beat and Shiki come crashing in and Kitaniji transforms. Kitaniji about loses, and then Joshua just strolls in talking about the timer is almost at 0. And Kitaniji gives a last-ditch effort. Okay. A little bit overkill, if you ask me.
You're good as gone.
The battle is pretty ill, but Kitaniji is defeated with the power of friendship! Alright, finally! So that was the plot summary, and here's the ending. There we go. Goodness gracious. You ready, guys?
Seems like I've won. No! It can't end like this. Who else will protect Shibuya? A timer? Why does he have a timer? Then you'll do as intended? In Shibuya? But composer, sir, why? I've decided to wash my hands of it. It has no future value to me or anyone else. So, I'm shutting it down. Wait, sir. Shibuya is still full of many possibilities. Yes, and people too dull and clouded to see them. Shibuya's influence is too strong. I have to end it now, before the other grounds are poisoned and all is lost. Then, the problem is the people? If they changed to something more suitable, you'd stay your hand? Yes, but that's clearly beyond them. Sir, give me a chance to prove you wrong. I swear I'll remake Shibuya in a way that will please you. A game then? The game. That's right, the rules will be simple. If you manage to fix Shibuya, you win. Shibuya stays. And if I can't fix it? Then you lose, Megumi. You and Shibuya will be erased. That's alright. If I can risk my life to protect Shibuya, I will. But what chance do I have of beating you? Relax, Megumi. I'll be sure to handicap myself. I'll retreat to the RG and I won't challenge you directly, but I will pick a player to represent me. Since you've piqued my interest with this talk of rebuilding, expect me to be watching from the sidelines. Very well, sir. I'll enter your game. Then first I need to collect your entry fee. You have 1 month, Megumi. I wish you nothing but success. You're going to erase it? The streets I know and love, gone. You did well, Megumi. That was one of my more enjoyable games. I gave it my all, sir. I have no regrets. You know, I liked your idea. Shame it didn't work out. You gave me a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir. As for you, well played, player. I still can't fathom why my imprinting failed to affect you. Me neither. Wait, that's right.
What?
Another player pin? Why do you have two? I only gave you the one. Haha, of course. Neku, it's up to you now. Huh? Joshua? What's going on? All of this was a game. One set up by me. What? Then that means you're... Let me make it obvious. I suppose they'll serve. What's happening? I can't move, yo!
What?
Shiki, beat? It was me, Neku. I'm Shibuya's composer. What? But that can't be. I know that must unsettle you, especially since we spent all that quality time together. Still, it's the truth, and I need you to face it. Megumi and I decided to play this game to determine if Shibuya should exist or not. Then everything I've done, all of it, you were playing for my team. Really, you did a bang-up job. I couldn't have won without you. Then, what have I done? I had one role in this game, picking the player who would play for me. One boy from the RG. Me? Very sharp, Neku. Give yourself a hand. I knew I picked a winner. But it was Pie Face that killed me. His bullet was meant for me. For some time now, he's been at my seat. Maybe he thought he could kill me in the RG. A gross miscalculation. The composer, unlike the Reapers, can use some of the power in the living world. So poor Minamimoto failed and fled back to the UG. But I like keeping him around. He knows how to heat up a game. Unfortunately, he overheated this time. So I had to retire him early. Couldn't have him spoiling the climax. Then you're the one who beat him? Why, yes. You're just as sharp as a tack, Neku. Anyway, the pest followed me everywhere, even into the RG when I went to get you. Into the RG? Wait, no! Why don't I return all the memories I've been holding on to?
I blew it.
What?
Huff, huff. It was you! I thought I finally found a friend I could relate to, but it was you! You killed me! Now, Neku, why don't we play one last game? You tricked me! The winner gets to be the composer and do whatever he likes with Shibuya. If you win, you decide. If I win, I'll decide. Of course, I've already decided. You're a monster! Neku, you better pick up that gun. I mean, this is going to be a duel. I'll keep the rules extremely basic. I'm going to count down from 10. On 0, we shoot. See? Easy. Don't screw with me, Joshua! I assure you, I'm not. Life's little crossroads are often as simple as the pull of a trigger. Neku? Your face is priceless. Don't you remember what Mr. Hanekoma told you? I'm just... Oh, before I forget, I've collected your entry fee. Now, let the game begin. 10, 9...
What the hell?
Same streets. Same crowds, too. Yeah. Shibuya hasn't changed a bit. But still, I don't think I can forgive you yet. You don't see it, but those few weeks were very hard for me. Learning to trust people. Having that trust broken. Finding out the town I pegged is small and stifling and empty. Wasn't any of those things.
Let me in! Tell me what you're thinking!
Only by allowing strangers in can we find new ways to be ourselves.
I'm scared! Scared of getting a second chance!
Listen up, Phones, cause I ain't asking twice. Please, help me. You gotta help me save her.
Neku, that's the first time you used my name.
But Neku, I thought you couldn't afford to lose. Give up on yourself, and you give up on the world.
You're my partner anymore, man. You're my friend.
Once you see the real me, will we still be friends?
I'm glad I met you guys. You made me pick up on things I probably would have just gone on ignoring. Trust your partner. And I do. I can't forgive you, but I trust you. You took care of things, right? Otherwise, Shibuya would be gone, and my world with it. Hey, did I mention? I've got friends now. We're getting together for the first time in a week. See you there?
Yo!
Over here!
Alright guys, that was the end of The World Ends With You. I really don't have much to say that I haven't said in the summary. Other than most of the sections with Beat, I thought the story was written beautifully. And even then, with Beat, I just largely disliked banter with him and not so much his story arc. The story had a really interesting way of using casual conversations to hint the other reveals of the story. It made it hard for me to summarize because I really couldn't skip over much. I have to admit, there was 34 episodes, which I have on the other channel by the way, and I wrote as much as I did for Persona 3. It was a daunting task. I hope you guys appreciate it because it took me a really long time. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to take out the last song because it was a beautiful song. But when I played it on the other channel, my video got demonetized because of the copyright. If you want to hear the ending song, then go ahead and check out the finale on the playlist that I have been putting on this video. The weird thing is that the song isn't the same on Nintendo DS as it is on the other ones. There's licensing issues at play here. So the first game that came out had this beautiful licensed song, and then I'm assuming that the licensing ran out, which is why I got stopped from putting mine up. I got demonetized, and the other songs work. I mean, the songs in the rest of the game are all sung by someone who sings them, but they seem to be owned by Square, so I don't get penalized for it. But this Lullaby for You song was a big deal, so I took the hit on the finale in the other channel because, you know, I don't have that many subscribers on that channel anyway. However, I put too much work in this video for sure, so I wasn't going to take the hit here. But anyway. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. Thank you for showing up, y'all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.